Oh, this daggone thing is difficult. Okay. Now, that is better. There is the light. Let's get this up and going. Alright, so we are now on video. Hey, Leonore. Welcome in. Hope you are having a good evening and a good week. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Can't believe already almost half the week is over with. Don't you know schools start here again next week? I cannot believe summer's like over with. It's been a weird one. I gotcha. I know that feeling. I got you. I understand. Mine's been a little bit on the busy side. A little bit on the, yeah, weird's a good way to put it. It has been kind of weird, kind of off the wall. I'll be glad for the weekend. Oh, but my weekend starts Thursday, so yay! I'm kind of looking forward to it. Oh, but all I'm doing is getting the munchkin ready for school and all that good fun stuff. So I know, right? You can hear in the background. But no, I know she's ready to get back to school. I know she's ready to see all of her friends and everything. Okay, if you say so. Okay. All right. But anyway, thank y'all for being here. So welcome in. Hello, Deborah. Welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Thought I'd pop on and, um, you know, share some jewelry this evening. Got all kinds of different things. So, anyway, I've really enjoyed doing Tuesday. Besides, of course, our normal Saturdays and Sundays, I've enjoyed doing the Tuesday night. So, but yeah, definitely welcome in, Deborah. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the Turtle Shell. My name is Beth, and yeah, we sell all kinds of jewelry. I don't have one specific niche. You'll see something of everything. Vintage, costume, modern, statements, fashion, designer, silver, some gold, some fine jewelry. You'll see a lot of gemstones, a lot of pearls, silver, some Native American when I can get it in. You'll see a lot of vintage. So, all kinds of different things. Everything I like. If it's pretty, if it's gemstone, if it's pearl, if it's shiny, I like it. You'll see it here. But anyway, so yeah, we'll give it just a couple minutes and give people a chance to join. I got started a little bit early. Um, I was over watching Steph and Sandy. So Steph sells um, stuff by the seashore. I think that's what it. Anyway, definitely, guys, go check them out. They're really fun watching them, and they got some really neat little finds too. So definitely be sure to check them out. And um, anyway, so yeah, fun. And of course, this is one of those nights. It's a good night to request if there's anything that you're looking for. Definitely please feel free to, make any requests. If you're looking for bracelets, earrings, bangles, brooches, anything like that, please feel free to make any requests. because this is a really good night for it too. But anyway, those that are new, there is a link up at, or a message pinned up at the top, that tells you my email if you don't mind just registering, before the night's over with or before I send invoices. If you don't, and I will, Tuesday nights I send invoices Tuesdays. Um, so I will send invoices out this evening after the show. So please do fill out or send me an email with your information. My email is pinned to the top. So if you don't mind sending over your information, that would be awesome. But those of you that have, hey Desiree, welcome in. So those of you that do have an open box from me from the weekend, um, I mean, I've got some of them already packaged, but I can always open them up and add stuff to it. So I haven't printed labels yet. So so anybody that does have an open box, I can if you purchase something this evening, I can combine with this weekend's purchases. Or I can I'll still invoice tonight, but I can hold it until over the weekend if you would like to combine shipping that way. Um, so, but anyway, I will invoice this evening after the show, and uh, you know everything. As long as you don't want me to hold your box, everything will ship out this week. So let's see. Groundkeeping rules. I ship worldwide. If I'm shipping to Canada, I will ship first class international and priority international. If it is any other country, whether it's south of us or overseas, I do require priority international shipping, and I know it can get to be expensive, but that is for insurance and tracking purposes. Domestically, I ship USPS Ground Advantage, and I mean, it just depends on really the weight of the box and where it's going. Kind of, anyway, costs are usually probably around $6 or $7. If it looks like the box is going to be over a pound, you're looking probably about $8. Um, but anyway, it's and then of course if there's insurance required, anything over 100, if there is insurance required, I usually pay for that. So um, again, unless if it's like a really like substantial um uh big amount, then I will invoice you. um what else is there? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, payment through PayPal. I invoice through PayPal. But I do also accept Venmo and Cash App. That's up to you guys. But PayPal's easier because I can invoice through PayPal, and then I can print my shipping label through PayPal. But it's no big deal if you want to pay through Venmo or Cash App, and I can use Pirate Ship to ship. If there's any questions, just let me know. We do kind of a mix of buy it now and auctions. Most of the time, it's going to be auction style increments. I'm not a stickler for them. I'm not going to make you change them. Like if you bid, you know, if we're okay, so my increments are 1 to 25, $1 increment, 26 to 75, $2 increment, 76 and above, $5 increment. But if you do $2 increment when it's supposed to be $5 increment, I'm not going to make you change a bit. I'll just remind the next person it's you know what the next amount should be. And then again, it's only the increments increasing are only there to really get the auction going, like moving it along. Not that we've ever really had that issue, but just on the off chance, it just helps it to go a little bit faster. But um, I mean, I'm not trying to like you know I'm not going to mandate it. I'm not going to say, hey, this should have been this. You need to take it back. Like, that's not how I roll. Hey, Minnie, welcome in. Welcome in. If you have any questions, let me know. Um, yeah. that's kind of it. I'm just gonna get started, and I really, first off, are there any requests? Is there anything that you guys would like to see, starting off? I mean, I can, we can bring out vintage. We can do gemstones. We can do brooches. We can do bangles. I thought about doing bangles to begin with and see if anybody's interested. Just because I haven't done bangles in a while. But that's up to you guys. So if there's something that you guys would like for me to bring out, um, I've got all kinds of different things. So, and I do have some more gemstones. So we'll look at some more gemstones again too. You're just here for the show. There you go. That sounds like a plan. Thank you, Desiree. All right. So first one, this is just a fun bangle. This one comes down to 8 on the mandrel. But this is a really neat, I guess, lucite. With the it's kind of got like that lucite layer. And then gold leaves on the inside. This is just a really fun bangle. If there's any interest on this one, again, this one is 8. So I'm gonna start this one off. I'm gonna do this as a starting bid. Oops, gotta make sure my starting bid's my number. Okay, let's work correctly tonight. Okay, there we go. So this one's just gonna be a starting bid of 8. If there's any interest on this one. I love lucite bangles. I love bangles anyway, but this is just a really cool one. You've got like the gold's gold tone leaf design on the inside. And this is also, we got fall coming up. This is great for the fall with the leaf design. But just a really neat, fun bangle. If there's any interest on this one, well, hey there, Elizabeth. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. So we decided to start off with bangles tonight. But if there's anything that you guys are interested in, please, please, please let me know. So anyway, I hope everybody's had a good week. It is, we're almost halfway through. Almost. So, and just keep in mind, so, you needed a break. I got you. I got some really cool stuff coming in for this weekend. So for those of you that are new, Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. are my normal shows. Although this is kind of, I think I'm probably going to leave Tuesdays in the rotation too. Because I enjoy coming on here. I'm on Tuesday nights, I'm not usually on here for but at most 3 hours. Oh, okay. I got you, Elizabeth. Uh-oh. Well, we will definitely get on that and get that going here soon. I've got things almost packaged, but got a little bit more to do, and get some labels printed. So, that being said, too, if there is anything purchased tonight, I haven't printed labels, so I can still add to the bag, or to the box, for to ship this week. So, and then again, I can always hold stuff too, if anybody wants to hold until after this weekend show. So, however you guys wanna do it, y'all just let me know. So let's see here. I'm pulling out all my little tags here and all my bangles. So the next one is the cream lucite. I'm assuming that's this one. I put it on Desiree's tab. Gotcha. Oh, y'all are funny. All right, so this is just a fun, sort of cream, lucite. It is not butterscotch. I mean, it is not butterscotch. Oh my gosh, it is not Bakelite. But just a fun little bracelet. If there's any interest on this one, is 8 inches. This one I am gonna do a bat now. So if anybody's interested on this one, again, this is 8 inches on the wrist, on the mandrel. So what is that? About 2.5 diameter, or is it 2 and? Let me figure out. I can't remember exactly what it is when it's 8 inch. Yeah, so it's just a little bit, just a hair over 2.5 on diameter. Really cool. If there's any interest on this one, this is a buy it now at 5. If anybody's interested on this one, just a fun cream colored bangle. But these are great to stack with. Like some of the ones like that I have that I would stack together is maybe stacking something like this together. Would also look, great with a Bakelite one. This one's Bakelite. The other one I showed is celluloid. Or, mixing and matching with a couple of these. No, just saving for tomorrow. Thank you, though. Or even stacking it with something like this. Now that looks really great together. So these are great to stack with. When you come to something like this, I know it looks plain, but it's great to stack with different things, and adds another. Yep. So they're great to kind of stack and kind of gives it a different dimension, I guess, or another layer to some. Oh, I know. My mom liked bangles too. Actually, I need to go back through and see if I can find some of her old bangles. Um, but Lord, I don't even know where to begin with some of those. All right, so this one is also 8 inches. And this one is Bakelite. This one I tested with what is it, semi-chrome. And this one came back as Bakelite, and it's really, really cool. I love this. Now I know, fall's coming up. Brown, I think, is supposed to be a good color for fall, and this looks like coffee. I mean, this looks like a really, like you're just putting in your creamer and it's swirling around. That's what that makes me think of. But anyway, coffee swirls. Could tell I like coffee. But really great bangle. Again, this was also 8 inches on the mandrel. And this is Bakelite. So this one's going to be a starting bid at 20 if there's any interest on this one. It really is lovely. I really hope. Let me see if I can get the. So you can see that. There you go. Maybe you can see the swirls a little bit better. But it really is. It's a really pretty bracelet. Really, really, really cool. If there's any interest on that one is the Bakelite one. All right, let's see. And I marked that one down. I did have 25 on that one. Next one is the celluloid one. Oh yeah, I am gonna need that. Thank you, my dear. Thank you again for dinner. It was really good. Okay, so Bakelite is an old form of plastic. Um, okay, let me. So I'm not completely. So I don't tell you wrong. it's a vintage. It's a vintage form of plastic. Same with celluloid. Um, all right, so it's an early form of brittle plastic, typically dark brown, made from formaldehyde and phenol, used chiefly for electrical equipment. It is very. It's a Bakelite is a thermosetting phenol formaldehyde resin. Anyway, it's an old form of plastic. It is actually really sought after. It is. No, 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 no. You're good. It's older than 1970s. Um, it's more around, I guess, from the early 19. Um, okay, let's do jewelry. So let's look up and see when the jewelry started. Because it's earlier. It's much earlier than the 70s. Um, Let me see if we can find. Thank you. All right, so Let me see if I can find a little bit more information on it. Um, because I really don't know the time frames exactly. So it was first developed in 1907, but then I don't know exactly when it started being used in jewelry. Um, but anyway, that kind of gives you an idea. I mean, it's definitely it's much heavier than other forms like celluloid. But anyway, it's highly collectible. A lot of times you'll see colors. They've got all different colors, but and Christy yeah, there you go. And popular in the 50s and 60s, but yeah. So it was first developed in 1907. So I want to say it probably even goes back to maybe 30s and 40s too, or maybe celluloid was first. Um but anyway, it's a really cool. It is very collectible. A lot of times you'll see it brown or you'll see butterscotch. But there's like also what they call apple juice butterscotch, which is very very sought after. There's a spinach green um bakelite that's really popular. So I mean you get all different kinds of colors, all different stuff with that. So um, but yeah, it's really cool. It is collectible. So a lot of people like bakelite. And then the other thing that you have is celluloid. And so this one, maybe celluloid was first with vintage jewelry. So this one is actual celluloid, which is a harder plastic. This is more like a. It's not as heavy. It's not really a resin, but it feels kind of like a softer, more resin, waxy kind of feel to it. This is a very hard plastic. But this one is dated from 1920s to 1950s. So this is marbled celluloid, where the celluloid is dyed, and you'll see a lot of times you'll see a lot of marbling because you've got like the original celluloid color, and then of course this is dyed. So you'll see a little bit of the marbling in some celluloid pieces. Um, and so this is a really cool coral colored celluloid floral carved rose, lily of the valley, all kinds of different flowers bangle. Now this one's a little bit smaller. This is 7 and hey Gina, welcome in. This is 7 3/4 on the mandrel. But this is a really really cool piece. This one I'm also gonna do. I'm gonna bring this one down for a little bit and do a starting bid of 18. But this is a really awesome bangle. So again, this is a really good vintage old piece. But beautiful, beautiful carved celluloid, beautiful flowers, and you do have some really pretty marbling. I like the marbling. I think it's really, really pretty. But where you can see like the original celluloid in it, original celluloid color. But cool bracelet if there's any interest on this one. And again, this is 7 3/4 on the wrist. So those are old plastics. Now you do have some newer plastics. Lucite's a little newer, and then of course acrylic is newer than that. So lucite I think was made by a company. Was it made by DuPont? I don't remember. I remember reading something about lucite and something about DuPont. Um, but anyway, it's just a more expensive form of plastic, also. But it's not quite acrylic. Well, I mean, it kind of is. It's a more expensive form of acrylic. Can't remember exactly. Yep, DuPont. There you go. Thank you, Gina. Um, so and we actually used to have a DuPont plant here where I live. But they've been closed down for years. These next two are butterscotch bangles. Now these are just plastic. These have a seam. So right there, I don't even need to test it. because Bakelite would not have a seam. So I didn't even test these for Bakelite because they have, these are plastic. I mean, a newer form of plastic, I should say. But they're still really cool bangles. Really, really, really fun bangles if there's any interest in these. And these for the two are about now at $5. And again, these are really, really fun to wear. And I mean, hey, we got fall coming up. Mustard, a great fall color. But again, these are fun to stack with different things. Even if you did want to stack it with some Bakelite or something like that. These are just really, really fun. And these are both 8 1/4 on the mandrel. So they're a little bit larger than um so they're a little bit larger than the others. These are 8 1/4 on the mandrel. Awesome. So really fun. I love bangles. I really do. I just wish they would fit my wrists. So what are you doing, Munchkin? Yep. I used to love to play. My mom had like this hot pink bangle. I care. She had like this certain outfit, total 80s, like total 80s and 90s. But she had this really fun dress. And she wore it to a themed party, and the theme was tacky party. They called it a tacky party, and it was just all of these different colors. And then she matched it with all these other patterns and different colors. I thought she looked awesome. She was calling it looking tacky. I thought she looked awesome. But it was definitely overflow of color and patterns. What, honey? Look in the kitchen. I do not know. I have not seen it. All right. So next one in the bag. This is another fun one. Now this one, uh, this one might be carved lucite. Um, I'm not entirely sure what kind of plastic this is. This could be acrylic. It doesn't have a seam, but it is carved, and you got like this great faceting on it. So it does pick up the light. This is just a really fun yellow bangle. This one is size 8. And I love this one. I think this is really great. And this is one that would be fun to kind of mix and match with different other different colors, other different fun colors. So this one, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, something like that. So, um, but anyway, a lot of fun. I thought it was fun. I thought it looked pretty. But anyway, starting bid on this one is 8. If there is any interest on this one. And then she had on like these big teal hoop earrings. They were huge. And they were teal blue. Almost a turquoise blue. And big chunky bangles. I remember that. That was a lot of fun. My dad wore like plaid golf pants. What is it? No, thank you. All right, thank you, Leonore. Yes, please, thank you. Leonore always does such an awesome job sharing channels, so thank you for doing that. I know, right? Oh, that's funny. All right, so um, I actually had these two as a set. If anybody wants these two, now this white one I think is lucite. This other one is more plastic. So the little one is plastic. This one I think is lucite. Um, Again, I think both of these are about 8 1/4 on the main drill. So for both of these, I'm just gonna do about now a 5. If somebody wants the two white ones. And again, they're great to stack, and mix and match, and just fun. Just fun, different bracelets. If there's any interest in those. And so those were 5. I'm gonna run out of room here. Let's put them over here. Let's see. The next one is a blue one. What did I do with the blue one? Now this blue one is a lot of fun. This one's wavy. Just a neat blue, lucite, bangle. If there's any interest on this one. So this one is just gonna be about now 5. Oops. Why do I keep losing my chat? Alright, there we go. So starting no. About now. 5. Yeah, you're right. And that's what that makes me think of. So about now 5 on that one. Let's see what else we've got. We've got one that's, yeah, this one's got chips in it. So I wasn't going to put that one up for sale. Alright, I've got a horn one, but it's got a chip in it, and so I was taking that one down. Next one, this is in the Edward Hardy or Ed Hardy style. I don't think it's one of his. I think it's just in his style. And the reason why I say that, because the ones that I saw that were his always had rhinestones. This one does not have rhinestones. But this is a fun bangle. Again, I guess lucite bangle. And it's got the eagle and a skull and roses, and says passion across it. I did see some that were like this that were Ed Hardy, but like I said, they had rhinestones on it. So I'm saying this is like in his style. So this one is just going to be about now at 5. If there's any interest in this one, it's really cool. It's got a lot of fun colors. This is great to wear t-shirt and jeans. And this one is, I think, 8 on the main drill. Let me double check that one. Yeah, so this one comes down to 8 on the main drill if there's any interest in this one. Okay. So that's there. And the last one's my favorite. This one is one of my absolute favorites. This is a really, really, really cool. I think this is what they call the fabric bracelet. Oh, I got you. Yep. But this one's so cool. Again, this one is 8 on the main drill. But it's that fabric with a layer of lucite over it. I just love this. The colors are beautiful. Really neat flowers. Definitely 60s, 70s vibe on this one. A silk shirt, bell bottoms. Thought he was all that in a bag of chips, right? That's great, Gina. That is great. That's funny. So this one is going to be a starting bid at 15 if anybody's interested on this one. Really great bangle. I love this one. The colors are beautiful. It's just a really cool lucite, fabric covered, lucite covered over fabric. Blah blah blah. I can't talk. Bangle. If there's any interest on that one. I thought he was all that in a bag of chips, huh, G? Oh my goodness. I remember my dad wearing like all these like bright golf pants and um oh goodness. I remember all that. And even going back through and looking at pictures too. My dad was definitely a handsome fella. Um, when he was young. I'm sorry. I feel like I can't, my dad's, what is he, pushing, or he's over 80. But anyway, back in the day, he was a very handsome young man. And, but he wore some of the most ridiculous things. I was like, Dad, really? All right. We are going to move on. So, again, if there's any requests or anything, just let me know. But fun bangles, if anybody is interested, or if anybody would like to do a mix and a match or bundle, or anybody would like any bangles, just let me know. And I do have a lot more. I have a whole box of just bangles. From flower ones to sparkly ones to wooden and horn. So I do still have more. Um, oh, I know. My dad still tries to be a flirt. Are you kidding me? My dad is 80 years old, and that does not stop him from flirting. And I'm like, Dad, really? But anyway, he has fun. This one is coral. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful white coral. But yeah, you guys let me know if you guys are interested, or if there's anything that you guys are looking for. This is a really pretty little white coral necklace. And it is little. When I say little, I mean it's a little necklace. This one is 14 inches. But it is, yeah, Clark Griswold. Yep. Um, yeah, my dad did too. All right. So, barrel clasp, and just beautiful, beautiful white coral. Now you got a few little specks here and there, that have, I guess, a little bit of that pink. Very few pieces, but you got a few. But this is, natural branch coral. So you've got some different inclusions. It's nature, so you got some different, some different imperfections, but that's what makes these pieces. And then you got a little bit of pink in some of these, a little bit of, I guess you call it a little bit of angel skin. But really pretty little necklace. Um, Move that one over. I see me knocking that off all night. Hey Jen, welcome in. So beautiful little necklace. If there's any interest on that one with the coral, this one is going to be a starting bid at 28. Beautiful white coral, branch coral. I'm kind of move these out just a little bit. I know that's a little bit distracting. But it is really, really, really pretty. The coral is gorgeous. And I don't know, you probably could get um oh yeah, it is. It's really, really pretty. So you start off with like the little cut off branch coral, and then you get down here and you've got like the real branches. You probably could get an extender for a barrel clasp. Um but anyway, it's a really pretty necklace, but it is 14 inches long. So but really, really pretty if there's any interest on that one. And I've got that one at 28. And then the other coral one that I have in this bag. This is absolutely beautiful, beautiful coral. This one is 20 inches long. And this is that red coral. I had this one up this weekend. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. I can't remember. I don't remember if I tested this for sterling. And I don't see my little tester thing. Uh-oh. Alright, well, I don't remember. Let's see. Well, the next thing I could do is try this. Okay, well, it's non-magnetic. Alright, so I'm not sure if this is sterling or not. I am not, the jury's kind of out on this one. But there's the toggle. It's not marked, so I'm going to assume it's not. But anyway, so this is 20 inches. Beautiful, beautiful sponge coral. You've got little beads here, and then this graduates as you go down. But look at these beautiful, beautiful pieces of coral. Beautiful, beautiful sponge coral. And you got all these different, like, you got like different imperfections and different, I don't know, each one has each one has its own like little story to tell. But gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous necklace if there's any interest on this one. Beautiful, beautiful. I love this one. This is probably one of my favorites. I love the discs, or I guess you call it teardrop discs. And you can leave them all, one way, or you can let them do their own thing. But anyway, I'm going to bring this one down a little bit. And I had 55 on it. I'm going to bring it down and do a starting bid of 50 on this one. Gorgeous, gorgeous necklace. If there's any interest on this one. That coral is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's really beautiful though. I love coral. Um, it's absolutely beautiful. See, you can see all the different. It's just really pretty. And it's really, really, really neat. And if I'm correct, they don't did they don't harvest coral like this anymore, if I'm correct. So beautiful, beautiful coral. If there's any interest on that one. Okay. Alright, so let's see what else we got here. Let's see, let's see. This is just a fun little statement necklace, if there's any interest in this. Oh, and it comes with earrings. They just fell out of the bag. So I'm not entirely sure the maker of this, but this is just a fun costume jewelry piece. It looks like it's just got a lot of fun, different colors of glass. And then it comes down and you've got like this really neat pendant or medallion. So here's this, and I'll get a size. But right here's the clasp. You get 3 layers of all kinds of different glass beads. And then you come down to like this Chinese coin medallion. Really cute. I want to say you're probably looking at 16 inches. But it is a clasp, so you can, lobster claw clasp, so you can get an extender for it. And then it comes with like these really cool earrings. If I can get them in there. So really neat necklace. If there's any interest in this, and an earring set. Let me get a length on this one. Yeah, so the length on this one, yep, I was right. So it was right about 16 inches. So really neat if there's any interest. So this one I'm going to do a starting bid at 8. If anybody's interested on this. I just think it's really, really pretty. I love the different colors of glass. And then of course the earrings are awesome. Um, really, really, really pretty. Okay. So neat little necklace and earring set if anybody's interested in that. Sort of like an antique brass or bronze tone. There's the other side. Okay. Okay. So there's that. If there is any interest on this one. If not, we will pass. Yeah. All right. So there is that one. Okay. So that was one. Let's see what else we've got. I don't know if anybody here is interested in Native American. It does kind of, yeah, it reminds me of that too, actually. These are some really cool Native American watch tips. So these are sterling silver, and you've got inlay turquoise and coral. Really, really neat. They are signed, and they are signed J. Nezzy, and they are Native American. They are sterling silver. So really neat watch clips. I was gonna do or watch tips. I was gonna try to do something fun with these, but I never really got around to doing it. So I thought I'll just. Are you okay? Well, please be careful. What are you doing in there? Oh my gosh, my job. She knocked over some stuff in the kitchen, and she said everything's falling over the place. She said everything is saying, "I believe I can fly." My child. She's my child when she puts a song to everything. I believe I can fly. Okay. Thank you, honey. Like every single thing said, I believe I can fly. Okay. Thank you, honey. Oh, Desiree said hello. Say hello back. Hello. Thank you. Thank you, baby. I have a wild child. Anybody need a wild child? Oh my goodness. It'll be good to get her back in school. Oh boy. Sterling silver watch tips. If any interest on these. These I am going to do a starting bid at 68. If anybody's interested in these. I mean, these could easily be turned into earrings. They can be turned into pendants. You could do different things with them besides just even fixing a watch and wearing them as a watch. Um, oh my goodness. So yeah, I don't know if I'm quite ready yet. I've already had it out with the school system already, and we haven't even started yet. That's a whole nother story. We won't we won't go there right now. Anyway, I had requested a certain teacher for Skylar, because she had some issues learning last year, and I wanted somebody a little bit more experienced, and somebody that is a little bit more inclined to math. And instead, they give me a brand new teacher, which is fine. I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere. And I'm not saying, and actually, I'm trying to look on the bright side, and maybe she'll be able to think outside the box, with being new, and so that actually might be beneficial. But it's just the fact that I had specifically stated last year that I wanted her to be with somebody that can, yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like, I tried to teach her over the summer, and teaching my child myself is not an easy task here. Um, but anyway, hopefully it'll work out. But I wanted her to. I had very specific hopes for and requests, and it was not even considered. So, but anyway, that's a whole nother subject, whole nother adulting issue. Sometimes I wish I was still a kid. Yeah, and see, and that's another thing. Schools. I mean, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I had a friend of mine that had a very similar situation at the same school. Um, uh, it's just they say we're here for you and we're going to help you, but then when you reach out and ask them for help and ask for a way to solve it, they don't accommodate. They don't even try to. Um, so it's okay. We're gonna before I probably say something I shouldn't say online. So we'll just issues of being a mom. But no, 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 she hasn't been tested. Um, I don't know. I don't. Um, but she is distracted super easily. I don't know. I don't. None of her teachers have said anything about her being distracted. Um, I know. Yep, yep, that's true. Oh yeah, yeah, very, very true. Very, very true. Um, we'll see how the school year goes. This one is 38 inches long. This is really, really pretty, guys. This is a really, really beautiful necklace. And if you love pearls and gemstones, this is a really, really, really pretty necklace. I love this one. So anyway, non-sterling silver. But it is a neat clasp, and you got like little rhinestones on the clasp. I don't know who the make is of this though. It feels like because it's got that it should be something, but I don't see a maker's mark anywhere. But it is a really, 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 really no, 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 you are all good. I was you're all good. I probably really ought to like just have a chat. Just have it like a one night chat. But no, 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 don't that's what we're here for too, was for the chat. Um I'm just I it's just there's so many different things I could say. And it's like I don't can't say them online. It's like we all need to live around the same area. Hey, I'll grab coffee one night so we can really, um, excuse my language on this one, shoot the shit. All right, but anyway, great. But no, 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 please don't apologize because that's what this is here for too, is chat. And I love the chat. So, no, you guys are awesome. Um, but anyway, ever the clasp rhinestone, non-silver, beautiful agate beads. Then you've got beautiful freshwater pearls, rose quartz, more agate beads, green agate beads, all kinds of beautiful rose quartz and green agate, or moss agate, I guess. There's the and then this one registers as jadeite. So anyway, really beautiful necklace. You've got all kinds of different beautiful pinks and greens and with the beautiful, beautiful um uh freshwater pearls. So really pretty necklace. This one's 38 inches long. So it can easily be doubled if you wanted to. Bangles are gonna go somewhere else. um That's the one thing about bangles is when they crowd up a space. All right, so beautiful necklace. If there's any interest on this one, yeah, this one's really, really pretty. This one I'm going to do a starting bid at 32. If there's any interest on this one, it's just such a beautiful necklace. Beautiful colors, beautiful pinks, and with the freshwater pearls, beautiful greens. It's just a really sweet, sweet necklace. And then the other one that I've got in this bag is a green jade one. Now this one does have sterling silver findings or sterling silver clasp. And this is beautiful, beautiful green jade. It does register up on the Presidian as jadeite. Um, but the only thing is with this one, I do not know if it is dyed or not. So, keep that in mind. I am not, it's such a pretty green. That's the only reason why I say it could be is because it really is a gorgeous, gorgeous green. So it could be dyed so it enhance that green color. But beautiful, beautiful, set of, jade beads. So we're going to pass on that one. And then we'll show this one. But anyway, here's the clasp. So there's the lobster claw clasp. And again, the beads. And you've got, some different inclusions. So gorgeous, gorgeous jade beads, if there's any interest on these. So this one is going to be, this is 17.5 inches, 10 millimeter beads, sterling silver findings. This one is going to be a start and bid at 40. If there's any interest on this one. Really beautiful necklace. I love the green. I love the jade. I think it's absolutely beautiful. If there's any interest on that one. Alright, so then some other little ones, other little things that I've got. So this one is a 17-inch. And these are just like little glass beads, but then you come down and you've got this little bit of red jade, which I'm sure it probably is dyed to really give it that real red color. But it's a really precious little necklace. So non-sterling toggle, 17 inches, and then you come down and you just got like this really sweet little piece. It's just a sweet little necklace. And it really is great to mix and match with different things. Great to layer with different things. And I'll show you what I had it layered with here in just a minute. But this one, start and bid. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to do a start and bid of 10 on this if anybody's interested. It's just a really sweet little necklace. And it is just a really nice little little piece of, and I'm sure it's dyed to enhance that color, but red jade. So really, really, really pretty. If there is any interest in again. Red jade. Now I think the little beads are just like little glass beads maybe. But then you come down and this, I don't have the Presidian even set up. But anyway, this one, yeah, it registers as jadeite on the Presidian. But I'm sure it's probably dyed to really give it that color, enhance the color. But really gorgeous little necklace. Sweet little necklace if there's any interest in this one. And this one's 17 inches. So the necklace that I had it paired with, this one has a barrel clasp. And this one is also 17 inches. And this one has, again, moss agates and then little shell. So little itsy bitsy shells. And you can see like the look. I don't know exactly what kind of shell that is, but look how cool that is. So moss agate and shell necklace. And I loved this together because it's very Asian anyway to me. Um, yeah, you're right. It would look cute with the honey jade one. Probably I'll see if I can locate that one next. But anyway, so this little one right here, this one has a starting bid at 15. If there's any interest on this one, and this one is 17 inches. Now if somebody wanted to do the set, let me know and I can mark it down a little bit if you wanted to do the two. But anyway, really pretty little necklace if there's any interest on that one. And that one was also 17 inches. I wonder if I can locate that one easily enough. And I do still have a huge bag of gemstones if anybody was interested in gemstones and brooches again. I definitely have those. I definitely have some sterling. And have a ton of garnet and freshwater pearls. If there's any interest on any of those. And tiger's eye. Got tiger's eye too. It's up here. One puts up here. Alright. I'm gonna have to keep looking for that honey jade. So here's another. This is a nice little bangle here. This one is, I guess, for all intents and purposes, this is cinnabar. Cinnabar is, it is actually from a gemstone, but then it's, like cinnabar dust, the red in cinnabar, it's dust, and then it's lacquered together to make, stuff, and then it's carved, I guess is the way that they do it. My understanding of it anyway. I'm not entirely 100% for sure. But really cool cinnabar bracelet if there's any interest on this one. This is 8 inches on the mandrel. And I'm just looking to see, trying to see if you can see like the little carving in it. Yeah, so you can see like the different like little carving marks and everything in it. It's just a really neat little bracelet. So, like I said, this one is 8 inches on the mandrel. So this one we're gonna do a starting bid. I'm gonna do this one at 15, which is a steal. But starting bid at 15 on this one, if anybody's interested in a cinnabar bracelet, which is a steal for cinnabar. But I've had this one for a while, trying to get some things moved. So if there's any interest on this one, okay, there's another. And again, these would be really fun, especially for fall, and mix and match and stack different bangles. All right, so that's there. Alright, let's do a little bit of other things here. Let's see what else we've got. So this is, what is this? What is this? This is, either black obsidian or black tourmaline necklace. So this is one of those. These are actually like polished nuggets, I guess you could say. They're not chips. But this is another one of those necklaces. Gemstone necklaces that you could, do something fun with. But it's got like a 30, it's about 32 inches, maybe 33 inches in overall length. It's got a little bit over 16-inch drop. So these are black beads. I want to say these are probably black tourmaline. Um, they don't have like that obsidian look. They don't have like that chartreusey look. So I'm gonna stick with probably tourmaline or maybe onyx. Um, but anyway, really neat set of black beads if there's any interest in these. And this one's gonna be a starting bid at 12. And again, this is one of those that would be really, really fun. And you could do just about any kind of brooch you wanted to on this one. But for example, this is going to be really super cute, guys. Because I found the perfect little brooch. If it'll work right. So give me 1 second. So, I'm going to try this again. Now, we won't spend all show on this, but I do want to show this. And you got to get it right where, aha, right there would be a really good spot. And then you got the cute little beetle. All right, so, again, this is one of those really cool things. This is a really nice string. Now, so these are black beads, so just about any brooch is going to go with this anyway. But look at this little guy, the little beetle, the lucite beetle. Gold tone with all like the little different rhinestones and little lucite body. Look how cute that is. I mean, it's stinking cute. So the strands, if anybody was interested in just the strands, it would be 12. And there's a little beetle. If anybody wanted the set, I know you're right. The ladybug would be really cute with that too. So really, really cute. So if there's any interest in the strand, let me know. And then if anybody wants me to run the brooches, we can do that too. And I can, of course, make a deal with the little brooches. So, okay. But anyway, so this is for the, so 12 on this, if there's any interest. And then if anybody wants me to run brooches, I can definitely run some brooches. Alright. And that being said, let me run this one. This is a cute little vintage brooch. This one's older. This is vintage. And this is the micro mosaic brooch. So, it's small. It's about maybe the size, maybe just a little bit bigger than a quarter. But really sweet little brooch. And as you can see, you've got all these different tiles in there. So this is the micro mosaic brooch. And this is Italy. So here's the back, working order. There's where it says Italy. So let me just double check the clasp. Well, guess it's a good thing I did. Oh no, it works. You just can't. You don't want it to go all the way back. Okay. All right, I see. So anyway, here's the clasp. You got to be a little bit careful with it. You don't want it to go. Oh, it just broke on me. No. Yep, it just broke on me. Well, shenanigans. Well, it did break. Okay. Well, if anybody's interested in it to fix it, in other words, were you going to pass? Well, pooey. I'll fix it. That'll be next time. No, phooey. It's a pretty little brooch. I know, right? Well, I'm glad it happened to me. I'll either fix it or put it in a repurpose lot. And I know it was cute. Nice little brooch. Oh well. That happens. Alright, so next. These are a couple of neat classic bracelets. It could. I mean, and it could. And you could probably I mean, it won't take anything to really kind of get it fixed, and you could probably put an answer to it, or add a little clip to it, to put on make as a pendant or something. This is a really really beautiful clamp bracelet. This one comes to 6.5 on the mandrel. And this is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to tell you right now, my phone does not do this justice. This is Swarovski, and it is signed Swarovski. You can see right down there is the little swan. So really, really beautiful bangle. It opens easy, closes easy. I mean, and you could look on here. You might just have just a little bit of wear. But overall, this is in wonderful, wonderful condition. All the Swarovski crystals are there. And this is a really great, strategic, design, because if this does bang up against something, it's going to hit these ropes instead of the crystals. So they were smart when they made this, and did that, I'm sure, by design, so it wouldn't hurt the crystals. Beautiful, beautiful bangle. If there's any interest on this one, and this one is Swarovski. So this one I'm gonna do a starting bid at 30 if there is any interest on this one. Absolutely gorgeous. Really beautiful clamp bangle if there's any interest on this one. Beautiful, beautiful. I love Swarovski. Unfortunately, I cannot wear this one. It's too small for me. But I absolutely love, love, love Swarovski. Beautiful design, really beautiful crystals, really excellent quality. And I promise it's so much more sparkly in person. It really is. Um, so that one's there. If there's any interest on that one, yeah, it is. It really, really is. Um, so then the next thing that I've got in this bag, this is, I guess, like a 1960s clamp bracelet, gold tone with milk glass. Really awesome vintage bracelet. Now you've got a little bit of wear, or a little bit of it's really pretty gold tone on the inside. Um I mean the outside. The inside has got a little bit of wear with the gold tone. But overall it's a really beautiful bangle. This one comes to 6 inches on the mandrel without really opening. But I mean um it can go down a little bit. But really, when you get to 6 1/4, it starts opening. So it's really right there at 6 inches before it starts to open. But beautiful milk glass, beautiful beads. All the beads, or all the milk glass is there. Um, so really neat bangle. If there's any interest in this one, so this is going to be a starting bid of 25. If there's any interest on this one. I think that's glass. So that's there if there is any interest on this one. Okay. All right. So let's see what else we've got here. We do have well, and so like in what we were talking about too with bracelets. Well, like this one is I think this one is also a tourmaline bracelet, stretch or mesh bracelet. So again, this would be something that would be fun, that you can add a brooch to. The ones that kind of have like that mesh to it, that have that string. And let me see if I can get it in here right. And like you just find like a little opening where there's a string, and you can add your little brooch to it. So, so there you go. So that's a cute little, cute little way to wear them too, if you wanted to. I like it better when something with something like that where you can get. Um, I got a spinny wheel. Are you guys still there? Can y'all hear me? See me? Oh no. My back live. Anyone? Is there anybody out there? YouTube. All right. So, anybody out there? Give me a yay, nay, thumbs up. Anyone? 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 Is it working at all? Okay, I'm gonna try to start a new live. I mean, can anybody hear me? See anybody in chat? Or did everybody leave because of technical difficulties? Okay, I'm gonna start a new one.